We have now part 2 of our derivatives of hyperbolic and inverse hyperbolic function. Same reference, Calculus with Analytic Geometry by Thurman Peterson. The same disclaimer applies as in video number 1. We have problem number 9. Find y prime for y is equal to e to the x sinh x. So we say solution. First off, gawin muna natin yung product rule, and then mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo yung alternative solution. So we say, applying product rule, we call this as our inside and we call this as our outside. We have y prime is equal to, we copy the inside, e to the x, and then we multiply that by the derivative of the outside, which is cosh x times du dx, which is 1. And then we have to add, we copy the outside, sinh x times the derivative of the inside, which is e to the x. Therefore, if we factor out e to the x, we will have y prime is equal to e to the x times the quantity cosh x plus sinh x. Okay, we can still simplify or expand this by substituting the definition of these two. Let us try to expand that one. We have y prime is equal to e to the x multiplied by the quantity. What is cosh x? Cosh x is equal to e to the x plus e to the negative x over 2 plus sinh x, on the other hand, is equal to e to the x minus e to the negative x over 2. Therefore, if we try to factor out 1/2 because they are common, y prime is equal to 1/2 e to the x. And then what is left will be e to the x plus e to the negative x plus e to the x minus e to the negative x. We can now cancel this one out because one is plus and one is minus, and then we will be left with e to the x plus e to the x. Meron tayong 2e to the x, and pangitan-pangitan makakancel yung 2. Therefore, we have y prime is equal to, cancel yung 2, e to the x times e to the x, e to the 2x. And this will be our final answer. Again, I can give you an alternate solution on this. Kung saan po kayo mas madalian, ano? We can rewrite this one as y is equal to e to the x, and then this one automatically isulat na kagad natin dito pa lang. Yung sinh x is equal to e to the x minus e to the negative x over 2. Ayan po, ano? And then if we try to multiply, y is equal to e to the 2x, tapos ito mangyayari dito, e to the x times e to the negative x, e to the 0. So, any number raised to 0 is equal to 1 minus 1 all over 2. So, yan. So, ang gawin natin, we can say this is 1/2 e to the 2x minus 1. Okay, we are now going to get the derivative of that one. We say y prime is equal to 1/2. Then, what is the derivative of e to the 2x? So, the derivative of e to the 2x is equal to e to the 2x times the derivative of u, which is 2. We can cancel 2 and we can cancel 2. What will be left is y prime is equal to e to the 2x. Therefore, pareho lang po magiging sagot kahit saan po kayo magdaan na solution. Alin man po kayo madalian, ano? We have problem number 10. Find y prime for y is equal to x inverse cosh x minus x squared minus 1. So we have solution. First off, unahin na po natin to para hindi na makagulo mamaya sa pag-product rule natin, kasi product rule to. This is the inside and this is the outside. Pag nauna na natin kinuha yung derivative nito, dire-diretso na po tayo, no? We can rewrite that as x squared minus 1 quantity 1 half. And then we will have 1 half x squared minus 1 raised to negative 1 half times 2x. Yan. Therefore, what we'll have here is 2x over 2 square root of x squared minus 1. We can cancel 2. What we'll have as the derivative of that one is equal to x over square root of x squared minus 1. So, ito po yung derivative niya. Ngayon, punta na po tayo dito sa product rule. We have y prime is equal to, copy the inside, x times the derivative of the outside, which is 1 all over square root of x squared minus 1. And then, we have to multiply that by 1, which is the du dx. And then, we have to add, copy the outside, inverse cosh x times the derivative of x, which is 1. And then, tsaka natin i-minus itong x over square root of x squared minus 1. Pansinin po natin ito at saka ito will cancel out. Y prime is equal to inverse cosh of x. That will be our final answer. We have problem number 11. Find y prime for y is equal to arc cosh 1 over x squared. So we have solution. Unahin na muna natin itong derivative nito, no? Kasi sooner or later gagamitin din natin yan, ano? The derivative of this one, quotient rule, we will be having x squared, then i-square mo pa yon. Tapos ito naman, x squared times 0 minus 2x times 1. So we will have negative 2x over x to the fourth. We will be having negative 2 over x cubed. That will be the du of this one. So, yan na po yun, ano? And then, we have y prime of arc cosh. So, y prime of arc cosh is equal to 1 over square root of u, which is 1 over x squared quantity squared minus 1 times du. Ayun nga, yung du po nito ay negative 2 over x cubed. So, ang mangyayari, y prime is equal to, ayusin na muna natin itong nasa baba, 1 over square root of, so, ang common factor niya, x to the fourth, o pakita na muna natin na nagiging x to the fourth yun, 1 over x to the fourth minus 1 times negative 2 over x cubed. Ayan. Pagkatapos, simplify na natin para mas maliwanag. Sa baba, may nangyayaring x to the fourth dito. Meron tayong 1 minus x to the fourth over x to the fourth. Sa taas, meron kang negative 2 over x cubed. O yan. Let us provide some space here. Ipakita natin yung nangyayari sa baba. So, we can write that y prime is equal to negative 2. Okay, baba na natin yung x cubed. X cubed. Tapos, itong naman na ito, pwede nating isulat na square root of 1 minus x to the fourth over square root of x to the fourth. Eh di ano yung square root ng x to the fourth? X squared. So we will have y prime is equal to, dinadahan-dahan na po natin, no, para step by step, no? So that will be x cubed tapos square root ng 1 minus x to the fourth over square root ng x to the fourth, x squared. Makakancel na yung x squared doon, tsaka doon. Ang natira, negative 2 over x times square root of 1 minus x to the fourth. And that will be our final answer. Negative 2 over x square root of 1 minus x to the fourth. We have problem number 12. Find y prime for y is equal to arc sinh tan x. So we have solution. Same method pa rin po, ano? We identify what is u. U is equal to tan x. And then du is equal to secant squared x du dx, which is 1. And then we are now ready to get y prime. Y prime is equal to 1 over the derivative of the outside. We have chain rule here. Is square root of u squared, which is tangent squared of x plus 1 times du dx, which is secant squared of x. This one has an identity. Galing po yan doon sa tinatawag nating secant squared x minus tangent squared x is equal to 1. So, secant squared x is equal to 1 plus tangent squared x. So, ito po yun, ano? Pwede nating sabihin y prime is equal to 1 over square root of secant squared x, kasi yun nga yung equivalent ng 1 plus tangent, times secant squared x. Square root po nito will be equal to 1 over secant x na lang, tapos may secant squared x ka doon, cancel yung isa ron. We will be having y prime as secant x, and that will be our final answer. Problem number 13. Find y prime for y is equal to arc cosh of x over a. We have to remind that a will be treated as constant, no? So, kunin na muna natin what is u. U is equal to x over a. And if a is constant, we can write this as 1 over a times x. So our du will be the derivative of x times a constant will be the constant 1 over a. Therefore, we go now to the derivative of inverse hyperbolics. Y prime is equal to 1 over the square root of u squared, which is x over a quantity squared, and then we have minus 1. Tapos we have to multiply that by du dx, which is 1 over a. And then what will happen is, sa baba na naman may mangyayaring kakaiba, no? 1 over square root of x squared over a squared minus 1 times 1 over a. So, y prime is equal to 1 over, sa baba muna tayo mag-concentrate, this will be equal to the square root of x squared minus a squared over the square root of a squared. So, this will be multiplied by 1 over a. So, y prime will be equal to 1 over square root of x squared minus a squared. Makakalabas na yung square root ng a squared, which is a times 1 over a. Cancel yon. So, y prime is equal to 1 over the square root of x squared minus a squared. And this will be our final answer. Problem number 14. Find y prime for y is equal to arctang 1 over x. We have solution. We say y prime is equal to 1 over 1 minus x squared. Our x squared here is 1 over x. We have to square that. And we can just simply say that this is 1 over x squared. We already squared that one. And then times du dx,
the derivative of this one is negative 1 over x squared. Alam na natin yan. Madalas na natin nasosolve yan. Ano? Therefore, simplifying further, we have y prime is equal, this is a complex fraction, so we can multiply this one by x squared by x squared. So what we will have here is x squared over x squared minus 1. So we multiply that one, and then we have to multiply that by negative 1 over x squared. We can cancel this one out, and y prime is equal to negative 1 over x squared minus 1. Or we can rewrite that as y prime is equal to 1 over 1 minus x squared. And this will be our final answer. Number 15. Prove that the derivative of sinh x is cos x by using natural exponential function. We say solution. Sinh x is defined to be e to the x minus e to the negative x over 2. We can simplify that by factoring out the constant. Before we get the derivative, we say sinh x is equal to 1 over 2 times the quantity e to the x minus e to the negative x. Therefore, we can get now the derivative. The derivative of sinh x with respect to x is equal to 1/2. What is the derivative of e to the x? The derivative of e to the x is e to the x minus the derivative of e to the negative x is equal to e to the negative x times negative 1. Therefore, that will be negative e to the negative x. If we try to substitute it here, we will have negative e to the negative x. Therefore, the derivative of sinh x with respect to x is equal to, we can rewrite this one as e to the x plus e to the negative x all over 2. And this one is exactly the same as cos x. And we have proven that the derivative of sinh x is cos x. Number 16. Find y prime for y is equal to arctange cos of 2x. We have solution. First, we have to identify what is u. U is equal to cosine of 2x. Therefore, du dx is equal to negative sine of 2x times the derivative of u, which is 2. Therefore, negative 2 sine of 2x. We are now ready to substitute to the formula. Y prime for arctange is equal to 1 over 1 minus u squared times du over dx. Therefore, y prime is equal to 1 over 1 minus u is cosine 2x, and we square that, cosine squared 2x times du dx, which is negative 2 sine of 2x. But this falls under an identity which is equal to sine squared 2x. We can rewrite this one and say y prime is equal to negative 2 sine of 2x over sine squared of 2x. We can cancel 2x with the 1 in the denominator. Therefore, let us provide some space here. Y prime is equal to negative 2 over sine of 2x. And this will be our answer. If we want to express that in terms of cosecant, we can say y prime is equal to negative 2 cosecant 2x. And this will be our final answer. for our generalization in getting the derivatives of hyperbolic and inverse hyperbolic functions, the same is true sa lahat ng transcendental function. First, we have to identify what is u, and then get du dx. And then we have to substitute it to the formula. Kapag ka na-substitute mo siya dun sa respective formula, you have to simplify. At kung may makita kang identity na babagay or na nararapat doon, you apply the identity para ma-simplify mo further yung iyong sagot. So that is basically, dun lang po nagpapaikot-ikot yung ating ginagawa, no? Magmula ng trigo functions hanggang dito sa hyperbolic at inverse hyperbolic. Ano lamang po ang nadadagdag? Yung mga mini-memoryang formulas. Other than that, basically chain rule, product rule, quotient rule, power rule, pare-parehas lamang po ng process yung pagkuha ng derivative. I hope with this generalization, you will get the gist of getting the derivative of transcendental functions. At sa wakas ng lahat ng bagay, tayo po'y magpasalamat sa Panginoon Diyos sa pagbibigay sa atin ng lakas at buhay upang mapag-aralan at matutunan ang mga bagay nito. Ang lahat ng parangal at papuri ay sa iyo, Diyos amang makapangyarihan sa lahat, na naghahari noon, ngayon at magpakailanman. Magpasawalang hanggan. Amen. To God be the glory.